Hey guys, this is JVardy2, and this is a request video by PCD first. He requested me to shoot on every single diva. I already shot this video, then it got messed up, so I have to reshoot it. I'm not too happy about that, but whatever, let's jump right into this. Alicia Fox. I think she's a good young talent. She's been through OVW and FCW. She's shown some decent matches. She hasn't shown she can step up in a big match situation ever in WWE, but I see her being a champion one day. She's a decent wrestler. Then Beth Phoenix, you know, great power diva. A lot of people have labeled her as the successor of China. WWE has hinted of using her in the male division before. I think they should. They should give her the US title or Intercontinental title, or have her and another diva be the first diva team to win the unified tag titles. That would help divas wrestling, where people would see them competing with the men, then they would go back to compete with the women, then the women would do good against them, and it would get people excited about the women's wrestling in WWE. So that's what I would do. Plus it would create history with Beth and a partner being the first ever divas to win the tag team titles. So there you go. They should use her with the men more and then get her out of the divas division. The Bella twins, you know, either eye candy, they're not useless. I think they're kind of useless in PG, but if the WWE wasn't PG, they would be used as sex toys, which wouldn't be too bad. You know, they do their job. Eve and Mccool, I'm going to do it at the same time. They both came out of the Diva Search. One won, the other didn't. Eve won. One has an athletic background, the other doesn't. Eve has the athletic background. Eve, if you go on WWE.com right now, they actually have a video package of Eve with her jiu-jitsu, and you know, she's a good kickboxer, good gymnastics, good jiu-jitsu, you know, good martial artist, so she has an athletic background, and that will allow her to bring new innovation and a new piece to the art of wrestling, which makes her better than Mccool, because yes, Mccool has learned some moves and can wrestle a match, but that she hasn't added anything new to the art of wrestling. She is just mediocre, and she's a disgrace to the title because she relies on controversy to get heat. Sheamus and Maryse are good heels because they get heat naturally. Mccool relies on fucking controversy to get heat, which shows that she sucks. I don't care what anyone says. If you rely on controversy to get heat, you suck. And Mccool sucks. She is mediocre in the ring. She relies on controversy. She is just garbage all around. And in 10 years, I guarantee you Eve will be looked at as a better champion in WWE and will be a bigger name. Eve has the athletic potential to be something good in the ring and to really be special one day. She isn't there yet, and she did get given the title a little too early, but one day she will be amazing, and she will be much, 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 much better than Mccool. Mccool all around sucks. And then there's Gail Kim. Obviously Gail Kim is a great wrestler. She could be used better than what she is. Kind of saddens me that she's used the way she is, but oh well. I would like to see Gail Kim in some big matches with the Divas before she leaves WWE, but, you know, whatever. Jillian Hall, I'd actually like to see leave the WWE. I mean, that might piss off some internet marks, but her character is just such a disgrace, and the way she's been portrayed has just made me view her and made everyone view her as a joke, and she'll never amount to anything in WWE, so I think she should just leave. Her character being gone wouldn't be a big loss, so, you know, I would just like to see Jillian leave WWE. Then there's Katie Lee. And from what I hear, she is really good with the young talent in WWE, young diva talent, which is a good thing. You know, she could be used better, but whatever. She's not quite as good as Gail Kim, so it's not quite as bad that she isn't being used that great. But you know, if they ever decide to put divas on NXT, she would be a really good pro for them. Then we got Kelly, who I have no respect for. I don't find her hot because I don't think blondes are that attractive. I like dark-haired girls better, and she's just not that great in the ring, so I don't have any respect for Kelly. Then there's Layla. I respect her more than Mccool, but that's not saying much. I don't like Layla. Maryse, I like her a lot more than Mccool. If you watched their match at Unforgiven, I feel like Maryse stepped up better in the big match situation. Not only that, but Maryse doesn't rely on controversy to get heat. She just gets it naturally, which is respectable. And I think Maryse is, you know, decent in the ring. You know, she doesn't really add anything new either, but she steps it up in big match situations better than Mccool, in my opinion. So that's why I like her better. Melina, the best in the WWE, obviously. She's my favorite wrestler. You know, she's went through EPW, the Indies, she went through OVW, she learned how to wrestle in Wrestling School, Empire, Wrestling Federation. You know, she went through the WWE as a manager, then as a singles wrestler. She can be a good heel, good face. She's the second highest moveset in WWE, only behind Punk. You know, she's always changing up her moves. She's very innovative. Bret Hart called her the best as well. John Morrison refers to her as the best diva. She really is the best diva, and I have so much respect for her. And she defines everything that is good about women's wrestling and wrestling in general. Just all around talent, great on the mic, great charisma. She's worked hard to get to where she is. And if I was booking a diva, she would be booked as an absolute #1 diva. She should be the face of the division. And, you know, I have so much respect for Melina. She's my favorite wrestler. She's my favorite diva by far. There'll never be someone like her ever again. For me anyways. Mickie James, I respect Mickie James. She's really good. She can be good sometimes, but then at other times I feel like she also slacks at times, and that she's really hit or miss. Sometimes she really steps up her game, sometimes she slacks a bit. And same with the crowd reactions. Sometimes they're huge for her, sometimes they're kind of dead. So Mickie James is kind of hit or miss for me. Natalya, I'd rather see Hart Dynasty stay together for 2 to 3 years before Natalya breaks off as a singles wrestler, so I'll just leave it at that. Rosa Mendes is the second worst diva in WWE, right behind Mccool. She's kind of pointless. She's not attractive, and she has no talent. Savannah, I really like her as an announcer, so there you go. I think she's not as good as Lillian Garcia, but I like her as an announcer, so there you go for that. Serena, she's very attractive as a bald person, and she was decent in Ring of Honor. I've seen some of her Ring of Honor matches on the internet. I think the IWC overrates her a little bit, but I'd really like to see her face off against Melina or Gail Kim one day. I think that'd be a great match. Tiffany, she was a GM, and now she's a wrestler. She's a decent talker on TV from all the GM experience, and she shows aggression in the ring, and she looks like she's really trying, which I respect. I think she's going to be a lot better than people like Layla, Kelly, people like that, and you know, she has a chance one day to be something. I doubt she'll be anything major ever, but you know, she looks like she's working hard, so hopefully one day she gets something and hopefully she improves. So there you go. I felt like the first time I recorded this video it came out better and more naturally. I'm sorry, I kind of forced myself on this one because this is the second time I had to record this. Hopefully that's a good enough rant for everyone, and hopefully PCD First likes this video. So there you go, I'm Jay Vardy, and I'm out.